Thursday. It's Awesome Sauce Day. And it's a very special Awesome Sauce Day today, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. But for those of you that may be new, my name is Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. And I come to you each Thursday at this time to talk about tomatoes usually, but this time of year I get to taste tomatoes. And I've got a bunch I'm going to taste today. Some I've tasted before, some I have not. Look at this monster. I'll tell you about them all in a little bit. The special part of the show today is that our friends at Inspired Garden Life, that's Tim and Darylyn, many of you know them. They make all the shirts that I wear, including this one, which is part of the Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap collection. They're wonderful people. We've done a collaboration with them for maybe around 2 years now, a year and a half, 2 years. And it is their 2-year anniversary. And they wanted to do something special for the group who they say has given them so much as far as ideas and all of that. Honestly, they give away so many free t-shirts. I keep saying to them, like, are you sure you're making money? But they say the feedback is so important to them and really important to their business. So today, they're coordinating it, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, which is the group I run with Kina Tonaruda and Jen Joy. We celebrated our 3-year birthday last month, and if you miss the celebration, you're not alone. We didn't do one. I think things were crazy. It's just been crazy as usual. So we didn't celebrate. So Tim and Darylyn said, why don't we do like a joint celebration? So they are doing something special today called Everybody Wins. So normally on the first Thursday of the month, they give away to 8 lucky winners, 5 free t-shirts to 5 winners, and then 3 gift cards. Today is Everybody Wins, which means that everybody, oops, wrong slideshow. Hang on. Here we go. Here's Tim and Darylyn. So adorable they are. So they're going to give away a free t-shirt to anybody who is watching today. All you have to do to claim it is fill out a short tomato survey. When you complete it, and the link I'll give you in a second, complete the survey. You complete it and receive your free t-shirt gift code. It says choose 1 free t-shirt from any Inspired Garden Life collection. And they have more than just tomato shirts, although they do have a whole lot of tomato shirts. They've got birding, they've got peppers, they've got, if you're a chicken, if you raise chickens, like for anybody with anything in nature just about birding, you can get a free t-shirt. They've got tanks like what I'm wearing, they've got tees, they've got V-necks, they've got all kinds of things. It looks like, let's see, can't be combined with other discounts. Offer ends August 23rd, so you have a little bit to do this. You do have to pay the shipping fee, but they say if shipping charge is a hard ship and would prevent you from participating, please just drop us a note. So all you have to do, and I'll say this throughout the show because I know people pop in and out, you need to email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. I'm going to take away that email thing. That's a little confusing. So it's just support@inspiredgardenlife.com. Tell them you want to do the survey. And it's really because they want to do a new collection to release in the fall, which will be out for Christmas. What else did they say about it? And they just take our inspiration and our ideas to heart, and that's why they have such great t-shirts. So Tim and Darylyn, I know you were planning on watching today. I don't know if you're here yet or not, but happy anniversary to you both and your wonderful company. For those of you that may not know the story, it was a couple years ago, and word's out among my friends that I'm a bit of a tomato enthusiast, to say the least, and somebody sent me a link to a tomato t-shirt, one that I did not have, and I had a lot. Like, if I saw a new one, I would get it. Like, I had so many I love you from my head to my toes shirts. It's not even funny. And this, I forget which shirt it was, but I'm like, ooh, what is this? And then I clicked on the link and came to Inspire Garden Life and saw all these glorious tomato shirts they had and other gardening things too. Um, and I'm like, this is fantastic. So, very unlike me, I actually reached out to them. I emailed them and told them about the group and said, I've got this group. I think they may be super interested. Would you consider doing like a coupon code? I have never done that before, and I have never done it again. We don't ever ask for prizes or coupon codes or anything like that. They come to us. But something told me to. And what resulted from that has been, now I've made lifelong friends with them. And I know I'm not alone. I know many of you have become friends with them also. They're just wonderful people. And they make a beautiful product. This is something they want to do in their retirement. So thank you, Tim and Darylyn, for offering this. So again, all you need to do to get your free t-shirt today is fill out a short tomato survey. Like, easy peasy. And you want to email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. So happy 2-year anniversary to them. Happy 3-year anniversary to Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. I don't know if Kina and Jen are here, but it's been a pleasure running this for now over 3 years. Our group keeps growing by leaps and bounds. This time of year especially gets busy. We get new tomato heads. We get people that have been growing for years like me who didn't know we existed. So it's pretty exciting. And so it's just a pleasure to celebrate with Tim and Darylyn and to do this collaboration with them. Who doesn't want a free t-shirt, right? For filling out a tomato survey? Sign me up. They've got all kinds of new things. My closet is full of them, and I still want more, and I intend to get more. What else do we have? I'm going to get to your comments in a minute. For those of you that may not be friends with me outside of the group, I mentioned last week on last week's show that we were going away for the weekend to Cape May, New Jersey for like my birthday weekend. Honestly, for me, my birthday is not the biggest deal in the world, so going away for our birthday weekend isn't something we normally do, but it was an excuse. So we went away with my son and his longtime girlfriend, Taria, and the excuse was he was going to propose, and he did on Saturday night on the beach in Cape May. So it was beautiful. We got to witness the proposal. She's a lovely girl. We can't wait to welcome her to the family. She already is a member of the family to us. No wedding date planned as of yet. She's from South Africa originally, and she's of Indian descent, so they may do something in South Africa, like a Hindu wedding, and then some like a white wedding here in the United States, which would be super exciting. But we are thrilled, and so Jake had this company set up this dinner on the beach with a photographer and videographer and everything to capture the moment. And then the photographer and the person that put together the dinner left. We left. Rob and I found a rooftop bar on the beach close to our hotel that had live music. And so Jake and Taria, after a couple hours of having their romantic time and dinner, they joined us and we danced the night away. And you know what the best part of well, there were a couple great things about the night. One was just dancing with them and celebrating was so much fun. But two, there was a bachelorette party that came into the bar. And they looked like a little bit older, like maybe it was a second wedding or something. They looked like a little bit older, maybe even 40s, 50s, something like that. It was hard to tell because they were all dressed as Guy Fieri. Now, I asked Kina if she knew who Guy Fieri was, and she did not. So those of you outside of the United States, you may not know who, I should have brought up a slide. Let me put it up. Guy Fieri is a food personality, like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, I wish I could turn the camera around. So I'm in the basement. Oh my gosh, there's another freaking groundhog. I don't believe it. I'm like, how did the cats get outside? There's windows like above, above, if you know, in a basement, there's above windows. And there's just something doing like this to the window, and it's a groundhog. Do you know we just caught our fourth? I don't believe it. Live on the air, folks. You can't make this stuff up. Guess the humane traps. Oh, he's sitting right there. I so wish I could turn the camera around so you can see it. Go away. Whatevs. We'll have to set it up again. We've rehomed 4 of them at this point. So anyway, so these women were all dressed up as Guy Fieri. And he's got this, for those of you that may not know, he's got this spiky hair and he wears these black t-shirts with like lightning bolts on them. And so they had these wigs on with visor hats, and it was hilarious and so funny. So we've got video of them like doing the conga line and all that. So these are these things that, you know, I'm sure they will never forget, Jake and Taria. But really exciting thing for our family. So this birthday weekend was actually an engagement weekend, which was exciting. I can't believe he's sitting right there. He's looking at me. My gosh. I had started all these fall determinates, which I've never done before. I've started fall plants before, but I thought I'd start some fall determinates. And we thought we were done with groundhogs after number 3. We thought we were done. I wasn't seeing any damage. And then one day I was seeing damage again. So we left it out while we were away, came home. There was one in there. I can't believe there's another one. That's number 5. And of course he shows up during the show. Unbelievable. All right, let's see who we have with us today. I'll get to some more announcements in a little bit. Hey, Sherman, I saw that you were early, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Mayor from afar. Happy Awesome Sauce Day to you. And Susan, we've got. If it's your first time watching, make sure you say hi and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know it's your first time watching. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to repeat this a lot, guys, so bear with me. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to make this a ticker, actually. Inspired Garden Life is celebrating their 2-year anniversary by giving away free t-shirts to anybody that fills out a short tomato survey. You only have to pay for shipping, so you need to email support@inspiredgardenlife.com. Free t-shirts to everybody. I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? It's a lot of people. And they said it's totally worth it. They're nice people. Hey, Jerry, thanks for tuning in. Hi, Joe. Thanks for watching. Brown Eyed Beauty. Yes, thank you. Happy anniversary to TLC and Inspired Garden Life. Hi, Naray. Nice to see so many of you here. Hi, Sean. Thanks for tuning in. And we've got Tiffany. And Heidi's ready. I'm wearing my Inspired Garden Life t-shirt too. Yay! Hi, happy anniversary, Inspired Garden Life, for sure. We also, by the way, we also have seed prizes. Olivia, Lai, and Teresa. I'm glad I saw your comment, Teresa. We also have seed prizes to give away. So make sure you type in for those prizes. You need to type in #tomato in the comments sometime during the show today. Only need to do it once. But as far as the t-shirts, you get that for free. All you have to do is fill out their survey. I'm going to fill it out, that's for sure. Hi, Linda. Thanks for watching. And Dennis. Hi, Dennis. And Heidi says, hi, hon. Heidi and Dennis are married. Hi, Leslie. Hope y'all are staying cool. It's 28 here today, which is hot for us in northern New Brunswick. I think that's about 82 Fahrenheit. Is that hot for you? I mean, it's hot, but 82 for us in the summer is not like hot like some of the stuff we've had. Who else we have? Sherman, Inspired Garden Life, you're the best. I agree. They're just amazing people. I swear God told me to email them that day. There's no other explanation. I don't do things like that. I don't say, hey, I've got a group. You got a coupon code? I mean, I was a little nicer about it than that. But I don't do things like that. Because it seems kind of bold and rude, you know? I just don't. I've never done that. Kina, Jen, and I, we agree we never ask for prizes from anybody. We let people come to us. But something told me to. And now they've got, you know, shirts. They designed our group this logo that they put on the shirt, I asked them a while back if we can use that for our new group logo, and they agreed, which is nice. And very, very generous of them, of course. Okay. Who else do we have? We've got Denise here, and we've got Rowena. Congratulations to all. Hi, blah, blah. Thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm going to hide this banner for a little bit. We've got 92 live viewers already. That's great. Make sure you all fill out the survey. If anybody does it while you're on the show, you can let us know what the survey's like. Who else do we have? Linda, 97 Fahrenheit today and 100 expected again for the next week. Still no rain, but hoping for something soon. Oh, I hope so too. We've had some rain. This is the first year in like 3 years that we've actually had some rain. Not a lot of rain like a lot of you have been getting, but enough where it's keeping, because I don't water. If it's in a grow bag, I will water, but in ground, in raised beds, I don't water unless it's like dire straits, but that doesn't normally happen. I think my plants are buried deep enough where water's not an issue. Scano Angwe, happy Thursday to you. And Dee's Garden Adventures is here. Hello, hello. Lisa's here. Hi. Thanks for watching, all of you. Bavaria calling. Happy Thursday. Hey there. Thanks for watching. We've got Linda here. Hey, Linda. And Garden 605. I'm not sure if I recognize your name, Garden 605. But hi there. Welcome. Glad to have you. Hi, Tara Dove. Happy Tomato Thursday to you. And Tiffany's here. Hey, Tiffany. Happy Thursday. And Shelby, right? Shelby, Capricorn Creek. Hi, all. Hi there, Shelby. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're bringing this up, Lisa. Hello, everyone who's eyeing their plants with a bit of paranoia looking for disease. Let me explain. And I feel like had the best of intention. So there's been some disease, some tobacco mosaic virus going around. It's not in everybody's garden. I want to just specify that. It's in a handful of gardens of people that I know at least. So Kina, Jen, and I discussed, and we thought it would be smart to put up a post in the group and tag at everyone, which we never do. I hate that. I've left groups that abuse that. I think it's obnoxious, but we wanted to make sure everybody saw it and really just inform people. The intention was to inform people to make sure they know where their seeds are coming from and just that it is out there. And I feel like what I've created is a lot of mayhem and chaos, and I apologize for that. That was not the intention. I don't want there being some kind of a witch hunt out there, everybody pointing fingers as to who started it. It will be impossible to know if any one source started it. It could be a million different things. I really just wanted people to be aware that, in the 32 years that I've been growing, I've never known one person to have it, and I know of like 5 or 6 now. 2 are confirmed by local extensions. So I wanted people to know that when you're purchasing seeds from vendors, you can ask for pictures of plants. You can ask how they save seeds. Same with your trades. Maybe, reel in your trades a bit. Trade with people whose garden are free. Really just to put people on alert, but not make you stare at your plants. Because I think if you had it, you would know. So please accept my apology if I know I've created craziness, and that was not our intention at all. I made a comment, something about we're narrowing it down, and that was just wrong and incorrect. There's nobody narrowing down anything. There's been pictures up that look a little, sus, as the kids say, but please know it was really just meant to be informative and to encourage people, if you have disease in your garden, please don't trade, not only in our group, but in other tomato groups as well. It's just not worth it. But I did not want everybody looking at their own garden and being paranoid about things like septoria or early blight or things like that, which is a completely different animal. So please accept my apology. I was telling Jeff Rainmaker yesterday, I'm like, it's kind of like COVID. Everybody's looking for patient zero. And I said it would be funny to have like a picture of a tomato plant and put like KN95 masks all over it. And then he kind of went with that idea and he put up a funny post on his personal page too. But it is kind of like that. And again, please accept my apology. We try to keep things light and fun. It did cause drama, and for that I take full responsibility, but I hope you know the intentions were good. Really just telling people to be responsible with trading because it's not worth it. And also purchasing and getting from vendors and breeders too. So I think that's all I'll say about that, but please know where it came from in my heart and my intention. It wasn't intended to be a witch hunt for anybody or making everybody paranoid that they can't share seeds. It was really just more meant to be informative. All right. Who else do we have? Hey, Angela. Happy second birthday, Inspired Garden Life. Happy 3-year birthday, TLC. Yeah, it's been a great 3 years. Hey, Justin. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome. Hi, Mariah. Thanks for watching. Hi, Gosia. Thanks for tuning in. And we've got Malachite Jen here, which prompts me to remind everybody that this Sunday is the TLC West Coast Tomato Tasting and Seed Swap in Lodi, California. Malachite Jen, aka Jennifer Fox, is running it with Jamie Hill, NorCal Matergal, August 9th, 2026. If you want more information, you can private message either one of them, Jennifer Fox or Jamie Hill, and they are kind of looking for a bit of a head count. So if you do intend on going and you haven't told them yet, perhaps you can private message one of them and let them know. They're looking at prizes and things like that. But I wish I could be there. I'm bummed out I can't be there, but I'm excited for those of you who are going. Maybe one of these years I'll get out there, assuming you guys will be doing it again. I hope you have a wonderful day. And then here on the East Coast, we have ours coming up in only a couple weeks. Friday, August 28th. We'll be back in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Tomato tasting and seed swap. Oh, Jen wanted me to say this, and this goes for ours too. If you don't have a single tomato to share for people to taste, if you don't have a single seed to share, still come, please. It's more about meeting others and meeting your fellow tomato heads than anything else. So don't feel strange and not go if you don't have tomatoes or seeds. We all started somewhere. This is how you build friendships and collections. And really, the connections that we form in TLC, really, for me, they're as important as the tomatoes. Actually more important, to be honest with you. I would do away with all of my garden to remain friends with those of you that I've met through the community. So please, please go. And again, this also goes for East Coast. Some of us have disease. You won't have tomatoes to bring to taste. That's okay. You won't have seeds to share. That's okay too. Please just come. It's a great day. A lot of fun to meet your fellow tomato heads. Hope you guys have a great turnout on Sunday, and we've got ours coming up in just a couple weeks here on the East Coast. If you have any questions, you can email me, and I'll fill you in on some of the other details. And then tomorrow is mine and Jen's Tomato Talk Live, where we'll be hosting our friend Craig LaHoulier. He'll be back. He's the author of Epic Tomatoes, kind of the Bible of the tomato world, and he's the co-founder of the Dwarf Tomato Project. He's been on the show a number of times with Jen and I, but he hasn't been on in a year. He was on last August. That was the last time he was on. He had some life changes. His grandson and daughter moved in, so he's going to be on with us tomorrow. If you have any questions on tomato diseases or anything like that, he's the guy to ask. So he'll be on with us for 90 minutes. Starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 a.m. Central European Standard Time. Sorry. It will be recorded for later viewing, but if you want to watch live, it will be tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get back to some more comments. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for tuning in. And Francis. Hey, everyone. Looking forward to Lauren getting me motivated for my vacation week in the garden. Woohoo! I've got some good stuff to taste. Some of it I've tasted before, some I have not. And I think I'm very, very ambitious and probably won't get to it all. But that's all right. Hey, Mike. Thanks for watching. Hi, Pretty. Thanks for tuning in. Erin's here. I started watching the garden tour yesterday outside and my phone shut down due to the heat. So I watched the replay. Those tomatoes look so yummy. Yeah, my counter is, well, now it's counters. This is the time of year where everything comes in all at once. And so I mentioned this. I posted a picture in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap last night of Rob and I do these tastings every night. And I had 6 beautiful tomatoes all ready to taste. But what happens every night, like he gets home kind of late and then he works out, I make dinner. And then we do the tomatoes before we eat dinner, but after I've done making dinner. And, you know, I take a lot of pictures, I weigh things, and we write detailed notes. So usually, like last night, I had 6 that I wanted to taste. And I even said in the post, I'll probably get half of them. And that's exactly what we did. We got to 3 of the 6 of them. And then the next night, I need to add more because things are, you know, time's a ticking on that counter. But the counter is looking lovely. It really is. Just a little bit of a panic. Hey, Deb. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Becca. Thanks for watching. I'm going to skip ahead here. Hey, Gigi. Thanks for watching. And we've got green apples here. Hello, hello. We've got Luann. Hi, Reva Marie 7. Thanks for watching. And Sean, I think we said hi to Sean already, but hi again, Sean. Hey, Haley. Thanks for watching. Nancy says, watching while harvesting Shasta daisy seeds. That sounds nice. Sue, haven't been able to get on a live for some time. Happy to be here. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you also. I'm going to say it again. If you're just tuning in, everybody today goes home for its Inspired Garden Life's 2nd anniversary. Tim and Darylyn are giving away a free t-shirt to everybody for just filling out a short tomato survey. They want to find out, they want to get more ideas for their shirts, basically. So in order to get the link to the survey, you need to email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. They'll send you the link, you fill out the survey, they'll give you a coupon code, then you get your shirt. It's fantastic. All right. Hi, Deborah. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Larissa, I'm not sure if I said hi to you yet, Larissa, but hi there. Hi, Kim, the new mama. How you doing, Kim? How are your beautiful babies? Your pictures are beautiful. 3 years, wait, it's been that long? It has. Yeah, it was July 18th. I checked before we came live, July 18th of 2023. I pulled the plug and, well, not pulled the plug, I plugged it in and said, we're doing this. So yeah, it's been 3 years. Time flies when you're having fun. Hi, Kelly. Excited for the show. Me too. Melissa, super generous. They really are. They really are super generous. Hi, Lexi girl. So excited for these West Coast TLC meetup this weekend. Yes, I'm glad you're going. I can't wait to see lots and lots of pictures. Hot day in the garden, time to relax. What better way than to watch me talk about tomatoes and taste tomatoes? Hey, Nuno's here. All the way from Portugal. Happy Thursday. Happy anniversary to the Inspired Garden family. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Luann. Not sure if I said hi to you yet, Luann, but that is so awesome. It is. Happy anniversary, Tim and Darylyn. Here they are. We have great t-shirts because there are so many great gardener stories that we learn from TLC peeps. Well, thank you. I love seeing everybody's stories come to life in your. Sorry, I'm looking for that groundhog again. I cannot believe I have to remember after the show. Got to set the trap up again. Oi! Where are they all coming from? We have a fenced-in backyard. I mean, I know they can dig and all that stuff, but ugh, I'm surprised. Did you guys see it? Yeah, you saw it. Hopper and Rue were sitting over there looking right up there. You guys saw it. First, I'm like, how did the cats get outside? They're inside cats. And then I realized what the heck it was. Okay. I forget what I was just saying. Oh, I love seeing TLC people's stories in your sponsored ads for your shirts and all of that. It makes me happy. Hey, Cheryl. What a generous gift. Thank you so much for all you do. Very welcome. Thanks for being a part of it. Hi, Fernanda. Happy Thursday to you. All right, I'm going to try to skip ahead because I'm very, very behind. Lots of thanks to Inspired Garden Life. Well deserved. Mater Lady CC, happy anniversary, Tim and Darylyn. Thank you for your kind and generous gift. They are. I think they're setting out to have the world wearing Inspired Garden Life tomato t-shirts. As they should. They're very well made. They wash up great. You guys know it if you own one. And this is international too, by the way. They now ship international. So they're just great shirts, and their designs are so cool and funny and pretty. I know. Another groundhog. And Gigi, I know I thought of you immediately. Gigi and I commiserate over our groundhogs. I so wish I had like my phone. I could have just turned it around. He's just like scraping at the window, like waving hello. I want to come live on the air. I've never seen anything like it. Oh my gosh. I feel like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. Am I aging myself here? Yes, you do need to make me a groundhog shirt. Me and Gigi. Guy Fieri started his first restaurant in town. He's a total sweetheart. Oh, that's good to know. I love Guy Fieri. I love the Food Network. I'm a big foodie. I love, anybody ever watch Tournament of Champions? It just had its 6th or 7th season. I'm addicted to that show. And the Groundhog Saga continues. Yes, it does. Just when you think it's over, it's not over. You definitely should have a groundhog shirt eating tomatoes. I know. If you watched my garden tour yesterday, I showed like there's some plants that are just gone. Not the big plants. These are all like newer starts. Like the new fall stuff. Like not even just chewed down to the nib, but like gone. Just gone. It is Groundhog Day again. In my life, it's Groundhog Day again. Francis, hey, Groundhog's like a great tomato discussion like the rest of us. Did he bring his notebook and pen to take notes? Maybe he wants to be on the next TLC shirt. I think we should. Hey, Ronald Cox, thanks for watching. And Mandy's here. Hey, Mandy. So with your determinate tomatoes, when they're done, you just typically pull them, right? Yes. Yes, I haven't grown a lot of them, but that was part of what I wanted to do for the fall. I do have some that are fenced in, so the groundhogs didn't get them. The ones they got, I think, were mostly duplicates, but not all. And I have two Prince Charming's bastards that I think all the groundhogs have had a take at these. First one, bit them down to the nub. They came back. Second one, third one, fourth one. They're still going because they keep coming back, but it's just kind of ridiculous. Thankfully, I've got a very healthy one. All right, I'm going to skip ahead. Argyle's Organics. Groundhog just wants to know what tomatoes taste best. He's listening. No joke, right? And hey, Akelia, thanks for watching. Hey, Nancy. First time watching from Colorado, Pikes Peak area. Thanks for watching, Nancy. Happy to have you. Hey, first timer from New Jersey. Where in New Jersey are you, Donna? I am in Hunterdon County by Clinton, if you know where that is, out in the kind of the boondocks on the border of Pennsylvania, about 10 minutes from Pennsylvania. Go Jersey tomatoes. All right. Am I missing anybody here? The groundhog's excited to hear about the fall determinates. The groundhog is eating the fall determinates. Hi, Yvette. Just came in from the garden. If you missed it, make sure you email support@inspiredgardenlife.com. You can fill out a survey and get a free t-shirt from our friends Tim and Darylyn. Okay. My shirt is so stinking cute. Isn't it cute? They've got various things, and you can get this on t-shirts. They've got 2 different logos for TLC. They've also got, I almost wore, there's a shirt that I love. It's got a girl with a baseball cap on with a tomato on it that says Tomato Lovers Collective. There's a number of things that actually have Tomato Lovers Collective on it, but also a whole lot that don't if you'd rather not have the group name on it. But if you don't want the group name on it, shame on you. Just kidding. If it is your first time watching and you've come across my channel, make sure you join my community on Facebook, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. We have a great time. We're over 12,000 members strong, very generous people, and other than the occasional drama post by your admin talking about disease, we are drama free. Sorry about that, everybody. We could never imagine in our wildest dreams me as bold and rude, only kind and loving. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I still think it's weird, but I think it was meant to be. We've had the conversations about this before. Lisa, first year I haven't had to water anything. Yeah, I hear you. How do you do it for the shirts, please? So they're going to send you a survey, a tomato survey. Just email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. I know my comments are 20 minutes behind, but just in case we're getting new viewers, I want everybody to be able to take advantage. I do talk about tomatoes eventually too. I just want to get to as many comments as I can. Druid Few, hi there. We're still cool at 65 on the Oregon coast. Doesn't help my tomatoes. That is cool. Bet pretty, though. I changed my handle. It was 605 Living. My name is Jenny, though. Happy anniversary, TLC and Inspired Garden Life. Hey, Jenny. I do know your name now. Hey, Christy. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Lauren, I appreciated the warning, and you did not make me paranoid or even slightly stressed. Quite the opposite. My paranoia is over things like blight because of my climate and my luck so far. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Hey, Kid Seed Company's here. I'm going to be talking about them in a minute. Do I have that down here? Well, I put a post in the group earlier, and I brought this down. I've talked about this tomato a lot. I first grew it last year. This is called Hazel Creek, which many of you have grown already. This is a pink potato leaf. Our friend Mike Williams got this. There's a wonderful story behind it from displaced people for building Fontana Dam down in North Carolina. Mike gave many of us seeds last year. Some people got regular leaf, but the one that Mike says is correct is the potato leaf pink. And I ended up growing both last year. I got a regular leaf red, which wasn't that good, and the potato leaf pink, which was outstanding. This year I'm growing 2 plants, and this is the size. I mean, it's an excellent tomato, in my opinion. It's an excellent tomato. Kid Seed Company is now carrying it. I had given them seeds for some of my favorite things, and they've just listed it on their website, along with, they actually are selling Bananas Noir there now, which was really cool to see. Another one of my favorites that I talk about a lot from Spain, Habaneras, is on there. They've got a new pepper, which looks interesting. If you go on their website, you can filter, like, see their newest stuff. I feel like there was another tomato, too. There's more coming, too. But in a couple minutes, I'm going to talk to you about a tomato that I got from them that we tasted last night that I can't wait to tell you about. I've talked about it before, but now I can say that maybe I liked it a little bit. Hey, Claudia. Thanks for tuning in. Sue says, I am paranoid, but that's on me. Awareness is very important, especially since I'm a fairly new gardener. Well, we're definitely seeing an uptick in these diseases with the popularity of seed swap groups like ours. And, you know, we see all these wonderful tomatoes and we want to grow them all. And, you know, most people practice very safe, you know, seed saving and all of that stuff. But with tomato mosaic virus, it's incredibly contagious. Like just touching a leaf, smokers can pass it on just from having tobacco on their hands. So it's not like it's incredibly widespread that everybody's going to have it, but it was made to raise awareness and just to encourage everybody to be just diligent, but for sure, I mean, we didn't used to have seed swap groups, right? They happen, little local seed swaps and all of that. Now, did they, back in the day, they probably didn't ferment and stuff, so I'm sure diseases were passed then too. But, I just felt, and Kina, Jen, and I did too, that we can do our part by helping and educating to stop passing it on for whatever it's worth. I mean, we're not going to stop. We're also not the only tomato group out there, but we are a big one, and so we just wanted to educate people without making you all paranoid. So I appreciated the post. I think it's good to know many of us are new, don't understand disease transmission in plants. It's been fanatical about Septoria this year and have learned much. I get Septoria every single year, have for 32 years. It just happens in New Jersey with our humidity and stuff. That's a very different animal from tobacco mosaic virus. Hey, Garden Girl, nice to see you. And Anne is here. All right, I'm going to stop with the comments for now because I do want to get to some tomatoes. I will go back to the comments. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody. I see Natalia here. Hi, Natalia. Jeff is here. Hey, Jeff. Natalia. Irene. I don't think I've said hi to Irene. I'm going to talk about Color Boom, Deb. Going to talk about, I thought of you. I'm going to show a couple things that we've tasted recently that we liked. And so let's just get started on it. First one that I really, really liked is St. Patrick's Day by Joe Raris. This doesn't look ripe, right? This has a clear epidermis. Looks a little more amber in the pictures, but if you look at the difference between a ripe St. Patrick's Day and a ripe, this is George's green, you can see a big difference. Sometimes green tomatoes have a clear epidermis, so you really need to give it a squeeze. This was a shockingly great tomato, in my opinion. The Brix was a 5.2. We gave it an 8 out of 10. Gary Osana is one of the parent plants. I was a little surprised. I sound surprised, and I am a little surprised only because Joe Raris had told me St. Patrick's Day is good, but green honey is better. And green honey is it's not even a green beefsteak. It's like a green saladette. So I was kind of expecting this to be just okay. Now, and I've said this before, but for any of you that missed it, if you got seeds from Joe or some other place, he says the correct plant it's supposed to be a regular leaf plant. Well, I got a regular leaf and a potato leaf. In fact, I started a lot of seedlings to give away. Most of them were potato leaf. I've talked to a lot of you. Most of you have potato leaf. So I told him I would grow out both. My regular leaf turned out to be actually these really delectable purple round saladettes, not St. Patrick's Day. And I keep meaning to talk to him about it, and I have not. Achillea, I gave her a regular leaf plant. She says so far she's getting beefsteak, so she may have another St. Patrick's Day. But the potato leaf plant put out these beautiful green beefsteaks, and let me tell you, these are really good. I'm a green tomato snob, and I would not put it up there with like Malachite box or Malapine. In fact, you know what? I was telling Keena and Jen, I tasted my first Malapine of the year last night. It wasn't as good as last year. It was only my first, so I'm holding out hope, but yeah, it wasn't as good as last year. I've got two plants, one that's putting out all GW green when ripe, and one that's got more of a pinkish blush to it, which I know many of you are getting. The green when ripe, it was good, not like not mind-blowing, so I'm going to have to taste more. I suspect it's not completely stable just based on information I have. But last year they were amazing. Either that or it could have crossed with something in my garden last year, I suppose. But just based on the information I had from the breeder and some other information that's been passed on, thinking it wasn't completely stable. But the cross was Malachite box and pineapple. But anyway, enough about Malapine. We're not talking about Malapine. If you're growing St. Patrick's Day, I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts. Really, really enjoyed it. Has anybody tasted it yet? I know Jen just got her first ripe ones. I don't think Jen's here. Drew's tasting it tonight. Drew, did you get a potato leaf? I think you did. Heidi's was potato leaf. Oh, Rach, you didn't miss disease talk at all. We're not talking disease today. I just said, I kind of apologized just for putting State of Panic out there with my post in the group and just said what my intention was, which was to just, get information out there. But we're not talking disease. But if you tune into our Tomato Talk Live with Craig LaHoulier tomorrow, you can ask him any questions you want about disease and saving seeds and good, seed hygiene and all of that. He's very well versed in all of that stuff. All right, so that's St. Patrick's Day. That was good. What is next? Here we go. This was excellent. From Kids Seed Company, this is their first tomato that they've bred. Laura and the whole gang over there at Kids Seed Company. They're the ones I said that are carrying Hazel Creek now. This is an excellent pink oxheart. Brix was a 5.0. We rated an 8.5 out of 10, which is pretty darn high for us. It's the proceeds from the sales of this one are going to I believe a food bank that helped them out. Yes, Manna Food Bank in Asheville, North Carolina, 100% of the sales. I don't know if they have them in stock at the moment. I know they ran out, but they may be getting more in. But let me get back to our thoughts on it. It was delectable. It was velvety in texture. It tasted just like a really good pink. It's sweet, savory, just melt in your mouth, great flavor. I must admit I wanted to like it because I love Laura and the gang so much at Kids Seed Company, but I am honest when it comes to my reviews, and this is an excellent tomato. So for those of you growing it, I would love to hear your thoughts too. I'm thrilled. Production's really good, and the size is really good. That in the photo, I got another big one upstairs I should have brought down, but they're a nice fistful of tomato. So really excited. I'll be growing this again next year for sure. They do have them in stock. Awesome sauce. All right, we do have Hurricane Helene seeds back in stock. Awesome. Susan, sadly my Hurricane Helene perished early. I don't know if it was you that told me that or somebody else said the same thing. That's too bad. Mine didn't have any trouble at all. Drew says, yes, my St. Patrick's Day was potato leaf. Mine looks like yours. Good, good. What time with Craig? It will be 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So 12 a.m. over in the UK. Kelly says, my St. Patrick's Day is potato leaf and has some lovely beefsteak fruit. Good, good. He was pretty insistent it was supposed to be regular leaf, and I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. There's a lot of things I want to talk to him about, especially this regular leaf that spit out these purple saladettes. They're so, so good. I want to do something with them. So I need to talk to him about that, but I think you're in for a treat. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Hey, Diane Parton, first live. Welcome. Happy to have you. I've seen your name in the group before. Happy to have you. For anybody joining, and I'm sorry to be repetitive, but this is important. Today we're celebrating the 2nd anniversary of our friends, their shirt company, Tim and Darylyn at Inspired Garden Life. They are giving away a free t-shirt to anybody willing to fill out a short tomato survey. Just email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. Fill out the survey. They'll send you a code for your shirt. And yeah, you can pick it. They've got all kinds of things. You'll be in hog heaven. And if you don't want to do that and just want to order, go to inspiredgardenlife.com. They have a forever coupon code for us TLC20, Tomato Lovers Collective 20, and you get 20% off of everything. And they also, their sales go to help planting trees. Where in Kenya? Is that right? I'm forgetting. That may be wrong. But plus, they're really great people. So thank you, Tim and Darylyn. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. All right. So that's Hurricane Helene. Run, don't walk to get seeds for that if you don't have them already. All right, next one. Here you go, Deb. Color Boom. Truth be told, oh no, that's not Color Boom. I wasn't expecting to love it. Why? Because it looks very much like a Lauren tomato. But a lot of times these tricolors, they're kind of a dime a dozen these days. And a lot of times I feel just they lack in flavor a bit. Like they're really good and they're fruity, but they're not great. Would I say Color Boom is great? No. Was it good? Yes. The Brix was a 4.5. Somehow, I never forget to take pictures of Brix, but I did forget on this one. I'll have to do it on the next one. It was a 4.5. We rated it a 7.5 out of 10. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. My plants are productive. Look at that interior shot and then the cross cut there. So, so pretty. So I would put this up there. The breeders, Valentina I keep saying Chulianka, it's Chuliukina. I'm sure that's pronounced incorrectly also. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So I'm sure there'll be many vendors carrying this after this season. But I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping even better as the season goes on. What else? All right, that's everything that I've grown that I want to talk about today, and now we can do some tasting. Yeah, you can let me know if you can't watch live for any of you that are overseas, if it's too late for you. If you have questions for Craig, I'd be happy to answer them. If you can private message me with your questions, or you can email me also. My email address is here. And I'd be happy to ask him during the show, and then you can watch it during the playback. I have a thing for bicolors. You and me both. I grow them all. One that I was going to taste with you all today, but I think I'm going to wait for Rob tonight. This is Malachite Organza from Sofia Sakova. This is my first one. Have not tasted it yet. This is the only thing from Sofia that I'm growing this year. And I think I'm going to wait for Rob on this one. Do we have 17 other things to taste tonight? Yes, we do. But I think I'm going to wait for him on this one. But it sure is pretty. What else do we... Oh, I forgot to mention this. Another one that I really liked, and I'm not a fan of orange tomatoes. This is Supernova by Joe Raris. Rob and I had this when we got home from Cape May. We had this in a tomato sandwich and really, really liked it. It's got a lot more flavor than a lot of oranges, in my opinion. Much better than Kellogg's Breakfast, in my opinion. I like loud flavored things. Rob tends to like oranges more than I do. He likes them in his sandwiches. I like a bit more flavor, but this was very tasty, Supernova. What's over here? This is one we haven't tasted yet. This is a green one ripe called Verderon. Don't know. Yeah, the top's still feeling a little hard, so I think we'll wait a little bit on this one. I just have it up here for color effect. Trying to get seeds for Color Boom. It may be hard for you to find them at the moment, but I'm sure, well, I know Tomatenwelt will have it because she reviewed it already. Julia Jabs at Tomatenwelt in Germany. She will have it because she's the one that gave me the seeds, but I'm sure places like Tomato Eden and other European vendors will carry it. I think this is the first year that it's really out. Valentina's got a whole bunch of excellent tomatoes that I'm sure will be coming out this year. I spit Kellogg out. I don't understand how people like it. That and the Dr. Whitey. You and me both, my friend. You and me both. I don't like... I like a lot of flavor. I like a lot of flavor. Yes, I liked Carrie Claxon. How would you compare the Supernova to it? Similar, Sue. That's a really good question because I've said for years that I don't like oranges, but I did like Carrie Claxon. Got it years ago. Secret Seed Cartel used to have it as like one of their collectors ones. So anything in the collectors thing that they had, I would buy it. So it was good. If I had to pick, I mean, it's hard to compare because that one was a couple of years ago. I think I like Supernova a little bit better. I think it had more flavor, but Carrie Claxon was good also. That's a really good question. It looks like it's glowing, doesn't it? Very productive too. Oh, ooh, first test of Dwarf Awesome. It's pretty good. I love Dwarf Awesome. I just picked a few before the show. I had one, I think I shared on the garden tour yesterday that I've been kind of remiss in picking some things. So a couple of things I'm going to taste today have splits in them, which is not like me. Usually I'm like a hound, but it's also like I'm running out of space to put them. So I'm being a little lax on it. Hey, Jess. Joining late. We'll have to go back, catch up later. Jess, make sure you email Tim and Darylyn support@inspiredgardenlife.com. You can fill out a short tomato survey and you can get a free t-shirt for their 2-year anniversary and TLC's 3-year anniversary. All right, let's taste some things. I mentioned this on my show yesterday, on my garden tour. I'm growing a lot of red cherries this year. Not really planned, but things have just popped up into my orbit. We've got Casino Chips, which is a sport of casino, which I'm actually going to taste today for the first time. Got Japanese Out. What else is there? Pop My Cherry, which is pretty good. Just a lot of red cherries. Lucky Garden, which I tasted last week. That's an excellent one. I only grew Jake's Cherry because my son's name is Jake. This is an exclusive variety to Jake's Seeds. I guess this site in Poland carries it. Also, pomidorlandia.pl. The story says, this is an heirloom variety my father gave to me. It was first found in his yard in the 80s as a stray tomato plant. He dug it up, grew it. Long story short, it was the best cherry variety of the year. Over the years, as he grew it more and more, it seemed no cherry tomato could keep up with the yield and quality. What's seen in the photo is 2 clusters. So just imagine how much you get per plant, and it is very productive. They produce insane amounts of ping pong ball sized fruits. Mine are not quite ping pong, a little smaller. Once ripe, they want to pop and squirt as you bite into them. True story. Pomidorlandia says incredibly productive. They reach the size of ping pong ball. Fruit contains a lot of juice. It's an ideal thirst quencher on hot summer days. Moreover, they are perfect for preserves. So I popped one of these in my mouth and I was taken aback because it was really, really good. So let's pop one in my mouth now. Let's do a little test. I mean, for the reds red cherries. This one's a winner. Lots of seeds and goo, which I love. Let's test the bricks on this. 7.3. Very respectable. It's delicious. It's got complex flavors. It tastes far sweeter than what the refractometer says. Really, it does pop in your mouth. It's like garden candy, and this is a great red cherry. Some of the other red cherries I'm growing, they're fine. They're what I would kind of expect from a red cherry. They're a little watery, but good garden snacks. But this is something different. This is pretty exceptional. Yeah, this one I would totally regrow, more so than I would like casino chips or Japanese out. Although I've said this before, I'm not positive my Japanese out are true to type, but that's a whole other thing. So that's Jake's Red Cherry. If anybody would like to get seeds for that, I've got the link. I don't know how I came upon Jake's seeds. I think somebody told me about Jake's cherry because of my son. And so I think I got that one from there, and there was like a Chinese variety I got from them too. Oh, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. St. Patrick's Day is wonderful. Maybe my favorite GWR beefsteak so far this year. Green honey is absolutely sublime. I agree. Green honey is really good too. I'm so glad you like St. Patrick's Day too. I can't wait to tell Joe. He'll be thrilled. A very good orange tomato is Elfie. I'm growing this year and is really yummy. Really? That's a beefsteak, Elfie? Nice to know. Okay. So that's Jake's Red Cherry. Here's another one that surprised me. New one by Bill Yoder. Now, I reviewed a couple weeks ago. He's got a new one that just came out called Spellbound, which is a cross of Rosella and Suffer Well, my favorite beefsteak. And it's sublime. Pretty in Pink I grew because I love Bill and he's a friend. But I will admit that the antho scared me. The anthocyanin is, I'm not a fan of that flavor. Doesn't always present itself though. Even if you see antho, it doesn't always present. And let me tell you, no antho flavor. Score! It's a really good cherry. Very productive. They're super pretty. Here, I can't believe there was a groundhog at my window. For those of you tuning in late, you're going to have to watch it back. There was a groundhog at my window, like looking at me when the show started. Aren't they pretty? Very pretty pink beefsteaks. Little touch of antho at the top, undetectable to me. Probably not very high bricks, I'm guessing. But lots of flavor. Lots of, look at these seeds and goo. Yummy. I may not do bricks on all of these because I know we're already running late. Oh, 6.8. That's good. So that is Pretty in Pink. You can get that from Bill Yoder on his site, rockstartomatoes.com. I'm like a hot mess here. I have all these things set up. Then the cats wanted to get involved in the whole process. And they're so cute. I want them involved in everything. But I've got tomatoes everywhere. Paper towels. Okay. This next one, I have not tasted yet. This is called Lauren's Apricot. It's a variant from the Lauren tomato, which Tatiana Nugla from Latvia. This is the Lauren tomato, which I grew last year. Named after me, which was awfully nice. And she released it, I think, when it was F4, so it wasn't stable. And we're getting variants. So here I'm showing last year the Lauren tomato by another variant. The one on the to the left is called Lauren's Awesome Sauce. which I much prefer. But Tatiana last year got a cherry out of it, and so she named it Lauren's Apricot. And I've got them right here, and I have not tasted them yet. They're very pretty. They've got just a hint of antho on some of them. Pretty, some of them are like bicolor. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? I thought the Lauren tomato was good, not great. I'm not sure I would grow it again, even though it's named after me. Lauren's Awesome Sauce I would, and I am growing that again. These are pretty. I'm assuming that Tatiana will be selling these at the end of the season. Brix is a 7. Very nice. It's tangy. Wow, that's got a lot of flavor. That's got a lot of flavor. Like a little bit of a pucker. I'm looking at you, Heidi. I know you don't like pucker, but that's my first bite. Thought it was good. The second bite, I'm like, ooh, this is really good. Let me try another one. This one's a little bit darker. I don't know why I don't need to cut them all in half. Thin skin. Yeah, that's a really flavorful cherry. That's quite delicious. Yeah. That's thumbs up. I like that better than the regular Lauren tomato too. I loved Lauren's Awesome Sauce. Me too. I'm hoping I get the same thing as last year. How am I not growing Lauren's Apricot? I don't know. I think I only had one plant. Bill Yoder's new releases may fill half my garden next year. They all sound amazing. We tasted Love Action the other day. That was a good one too. Was intrigued by Pretty in Pink, but scared of the antho. Yeah. Can't taste it at all. At all. And I don't lie about antho. That's nothing to joke about because there's those of us who have an extreme aversion to it. I'm hoping that I like antho, but I don't know yet. I hope you like antho too, actually. It would make your enjoyment of tomatoes a whole lot nicer because there's... Oh, the groundhog's back. I wonder if I can take a picture. Stinker. Oh, he just... Where'd he go? The cat's just noticed too. Of course, I get my camera out and he goes down. He comes back. I'm ready. I can't believe this. What do you want from me? Leave my plants alone. Rue, my cat's like looking like this. I can't believe it. Gotta love it live. Anyway, I hope you like antho too. There's a lot of pretty antho out there, but just not a fan of most of it. Just watch Pretty in Pink today. The best movie ever. Best movie ever. I ordered Spellbound. Good. Good. And yes, Elfie is a beefsteak. Determinate tomato. Good. I'll have to look into it. My Pretty in Pink is white and purple. I heard of somebody else say they got an off type. You may want to, I would encourage you to message Bill because there's an, oh, you know what he said it was? The Ghost in You. I think that's what he said. Some people are getting the Ghost in You, which is a psychedelic first song. I think that's the name of it. But I would message him. Yeah, that's a good question. How do you have 7 bricks and a pucker? I don't know, but I did. For sure. It's got a lot of flavor. Lauren's Apricot, I think I need that one. Yeah, I'm excited. Since Lauren's Apricot was just discovered, is it considered an F2 instead of F5? How stable would it be in 2 more generations at F7? That's a really good question, and not everybody agrees on this. But if you talk to Angwei, I don't know if you're still here, Angwei. So once you make the initial cross, it continues to be generation F2, F3, F4, F5. Unless that cross, so if I've got an F4 and that crosses with something else and creates a tomato, then it goes back to F1. But if it creates a cherry from that first initial cross, it's still an F5. And Angwei, if you're still here, please correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't used to, I was first told that that was not true, but Angwei assures me that it is. So that is my understanding. So unless you get like a sport, which happens, but it's kind of rare, or it accidentally crosses with somebody and then you're recreating a new F1, it would continue. So this being an F5 should continue to remain stable. I have 2 groundhogs and both are being removed. I thought I had 1 groundhog, and then I had another, and another, and another, and now number 5, which I can't believe he's not looking now, but I can't believe he's at the window. Still here. Am I right about that, Angwei? Did I explain that correctly? I love the ghost in you too. Inside you the time moves and the ghost in you he won't find. Interesting the way F versions work, I agree. All right, let's move on to another tomato. Nope, we're not tasting that, we're not tasting that. Here's an interesting one that I've not tasted yet, and I forgot all about the plant. Went out earlier and it is split, so time to taste it. I was given these seeds by Kirsten Madsen. This is a variety by Dean Slater of the United States. It's called Dwarf Striped. Oh, he's back here. Stinker, he's at this window now. So you're outside. All right, now he's gone. Over here, he's outside the fence. Let me see. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Hang on. That's outside the fenced-in backyard, but over there is inside. So must be a hole. Rob's gonna be. What the heck's going on? All right, you're gonna have to look closely. I'll post it in the group. Can you see him up here? No, you can't see him. So you're outside. See him? So you're outside. His tunnel or friend. Oh, don't say friend. Interesting, he's coming to the windows. Drew, okay, you agree with it being F5. It should be F5 if it didn't cross. Okay, great. The Brady Bunch of groundhogs, no joke, right? Boys, what is going on? This is weird. This is just weird. Okay. It is my understanding that groundhogs have one male who maintains a harem of ladies. Each lady has her own den, and he visits romantically as he is inspired, therefore removing one. It's so crazy. All right, so anyway, back to the tomato. It might be 2 different groundhogs. I shoot myself. There's got to be some kind of a tunnel or something that they're getting in. The interesting thing is initially they were eating all my beans and all of that. They've been leaving that alone and just taking some of the newer tomato plants. Now I'm all like watching. He knows you picked all the good tomatoes and have them inside. I know, right? Seriously. All right, back to the tomato. Never know what you're going to get on Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. He wants to be on the show. Well, he just was. I mean, I know you guys couldn't see it very well. I don't know if I can... In the video, it was like half a second. Otherwise, I'd try to put it on the computer and show you guys. Where'd we go here? Nope. If you're just tuning in, make sure you want to email support@inspiredgardenlife.com. Fill out their short tomato survey, and you get to pick out a free t-shirt. Happy 2-year anniversary to Inspired Garden Life, and 3-year anniversary to Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. Okay. So Dwarf Stripe Green Cloud, this is a not yet stable, to my knowledge, variety by Dean Slater. I don't know what version I have, and these pictures are pretty terrible. The information I have from Dean was back in 2018, says, I'm really liking this one. It is F4, is throwing some nice things, mini hearts, and lots of cool things. Look for yellows, bicolors, and some reds. This is what I got. He's pretty, and the plant is very prolific and doing pretty well in a very septoria-infested yard. And I haven't tasted it yet, so let's taste it. Oh, you were able to see him a little bit? Good. I'm keeping my phone up here. It's freaking me out that he was over at this window, but first he was over there. If it's the same one, you guys are right. Okay, let's see what the inside of this one looks like. Kind of forgot I was growing this one. It's in my dwarfs. Pretty interior. I don't really know anything else about this tomato. Feels a little bit mushy. It might be a little overripe, and it was split. Mmm. Ooh. It's very sweet. Uh-oh, it looks like my battery's running out of my refractometer. 6.6. Mmm. That's good. Very much sweeter than a lot of greens. Not super tangy, but very flavorful. Person, if you're watching, thank you for seeds for this. Yum. Let me try more. Really refreshing, but not watery. That's a good tomato. I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I kind of forgot about it. Wasn't thinking much about it. That's a good one. Again, I don't know what generation I'm growing. It might be F4, but I think I'll be growing that again. That was very, very good. Now I need that one. The skin is a little chewy, but not to the point of bothering me at all, because that's a really delicious tomato. Interesting. It's funny the things you think you're not going to like and you will. Like I didn't think that St. Patrick's Day was going to do anything for me, and I really, really liked that. Okay. Next one. Speaking of things that were left on too long and were splitting, I found this guy out in the garden today that's dripping all over the place. This is maize green pineapple, a very cat-faced maize green pineapple. This is one that my friend Olivia ordered for me from Canada, from Eagle Ridge Seeds a couple years ago. I was going to grow it last year and didn't decide to grow it this year because it's a green and I've got to grow the greens, right? It is, according to Eagle Ridge Seeds, they say it's endangered, 80 days. They say our local garden friend May shared this tomato with us many years ago. She invited me for lunch to try this unique green slicer, which has a slight pink blush on the bottom. I mean, this thing's a hot mess. It's like Frankenstein, but you can see the pink blush. When fully ripe, her description at the time, this is the best tomato you will ever taste. Well, we pay attention to those accolades, especially when they are true. Be sure to support the semi-determinate vine well, as you can expect great production. Production is good. I don't normally like to do taste tests with tomatoes that look like this. I mean, there's some bruising on it and all that, but it's like oozing. So I figured it's got to be cut up anyway. I'll do a little chunk and taste it on the show. Let's try to get a good part here. I'm not even sure I can cut a good cross section here. That's what happens with cat-faced ones. But so if I like it, great. If I don't like it, don't. Ooh. I say ooh because see the pink on the bottom there? Ooh, dripping. Hang on. That looks nice. It's good. It's got that green one ripe flavor, which I love. A little grassy, tangy. I wish it was a little bit sweeter. But again, it's not my official review because this tomato's a mess. But let's just for, you know what, and giggles, let's do bricks. It's not really fair to use this as a true taste test, but I figured since I've got to cut it up anyway. Oh, wow. It says 3.7. Yeah, don't take surely this tomato is better than a 3.7. It's not a bad tomato at all. Let me take another piece from a different location. Sure is pretty. Yeah, that piece isn't very good. All right. Let's pretend I didn't taste May's green pineapple because I want to give it a good, solid review. And that wasn't fair. I'm sorry, May. Yeah, it's a little sour and grassy without much sweet. And surely, based on that description, it's got to be better than that. So we're not going to count this one. What do we have next? Casino. I have not tasted Casino yet. Casino, we have a bit of a grow out going in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. Joe Raris was a neighbor of Pat Ceci who came from Italy, and Pat, these are his seeds that he brought from Italy. He gave them to Joe to distribute. Joe gave them years ago to Casey from Casey's Heirloom Tomatoes of Airdrie. Regarding the name, Joe says the reason the tomato is called Casino is because he never saw Pat without that, where he wasn't wearing a baseball cap with the word casino on it. And then one day one of his tomatoes grew a sport and it was a cherry, so they called it Casino Chips, which is the cherry version. Casey's Heirloom Tomatoes of Airdrie says it's a large red paste tomato that produces 6 to 8 ounce fruits on trusses up to six fruits. Let me tell you, this thing is really productive, and I'm getting a wide variety of paste tomatoes. One of the nice things I like about it is there's no blossom end rot. On a lot of paste tomatoes, you get a lot of blossom end rot. So you've got these big guys, there's some skinny guys coming, and this was on the plant. So a very wide variety, and people that are growing it out from TLC. Joe donated hundreds of seeds that I was able to give out to anybody that wanted to grow it. And we have a chat going, and people growing it in the grow out, they're also saying that they're getting a wide variety of things, of sizes rather. But for me, it's been pretty productive, and but I haven't tasted it yet, so let's do that. I'm not always the hugest fan of paste tomatoes because I like seeds and goo, but this is a pretty interior, nice and red. Sometimes the paste tomatoes are quite anemic inside. okay. No great shakes for me. Test the bricks. Now that bite was different. The bite on the tip was very sweet. Huh. That's interesting. 6.0. Pretty good. It's funny, on one tomato, depending on where you eat it, is very different. Yeah, the tip is super sweet. That's weird. Yeah, I'll say that's a decent paste tomato. Did it blow me away? No. But I'm not a huge fan of the aromas anyway. But based on this one, the production, what I just tasted, the fact that it doesn't get blossom end rot, I'm looking to get a lot of good paste tomatoes. Casino would be it. I mean, I'm getting so many of them. Anybody else taste it yet? And what are your thoughts? Excited about Casino. Kill ya. I was telling her today about a tomato which shall remain nameless that I thought was a musty tomato. Not this year, it was a couple of years ago. It tastes better than a musty tomato. Hey, Leslie. Sorry I'm late. Don't forget to hit the like button. I don't know if you guys noticed a couple of weeks ago I was teasing Leslie about me not being in his profile photo, and they put me in there. It's now me, the goat, Akelia, Deb, and Gigi, and Leslie. I feel quite honored to now be in there. I was totally kidding when, like teasing when I said I wanted to be in there, and I think you took it seriously. But thank you guys for including me in your little profile picture. I love that. Another I may add to the grow list for sauce. Yeah, I almost want to taste another one now. I mean, I've got so many of them, I may as well, right? Taste a bigger one. Really is super pretty on the inside. Not a lot of seeds and goo, which is what you want from a paste tomato. That Brix is pretty impressive. That's different. It changes things a bit. That's really pretty good. It's got a deep, rich, tomatoey flavor, good sweetness. I think that would make a really good solid sauce tomato. I mean, is it like bam flavor punch that I like? No. That did just have a bit of a watery aftertaste to it. But yeah, I would say like on the scale of paste tomatoes, this is a good one. A really good one. I'm going to have to think on this one a bit, but I think it would make a great sauce. And it's got more flavor. And again, no blossom end rot and good production, at least for me it is. Oh, did you, Denise? I had 2 of my first casinos with blossom end rot. Interesting. I put up an article in the group a couple of weeks ago about why elongated tomatoes are often conducive to getting blossom end rot. And it just has something to do with nutrients getting down to the tip. It's often just the first couple, but sometimes it's a lot. Okay, how are we doing on time? We're good. No groundhog sightings. All right, next. Jerry, I grew casino this year and got all plant, no fruit. Oh, that's a bummer. Maybe next year. Hey, Will. Thanks for joining in. Next one is one that was given to me by Akelia from Carlisle. Rainbow Vasilka. This is one that I think somebody posted about it in the group just recently in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. And bred by Natalie Casanelli from the Ukraine. She's responsible for all kinds of gorgeous and delicious tomatoes. Last year I grew Painted Piglet of hers. Thank you, Akelia, for the plant. So you can see it's a bit cat face too, but it's got some pretty... Plant is very productive. They're really starting to come in. Got some pink and green striping on it. Can't wait to see the interior, because all the pictures I see, that's where the true story is. It's pretty good. No drips. Sometimes when it's a little disappointing color-wise and I know it should be better, then I'll cut it again. And there you go. There's the money shot. Boom. That's tasty. Fruity, tangy. God, the cleanup I'm going to have to do here is crazy. I would say typical of tricolors. Not very sweet. Yeah, I would say a typical tricolor flavor. Let's do a bricks on it. A lot of times I will wait, like I haven't been putting out reviews, you may have noticed. I've done one written review so far because I've come to realize that tomatoes, sometimes the first ones just aren't very good, so I'll wait and do a detailed review as the season goes on. I don't want zeroing, I want... Uh-oh. I think I've lost battery. Lost charge, it says zeroing. Come on. Testing. It said 0. That's not possible. All right, I think I need to learn to charge this thing before... I rarely have to charge it, but it's saying 0, and that's impossible. Yeah. It's a good solid tricolor. It's not knocking my socks off, but it sure is pretty and productive. But I'll see how it tastes as the seasons go on. As the season goes on. Okay, what do we have next? Here's another one that unfortunately split. So I need to taste this. Truth be told, Rob and I tasted it last week. But I thought I would taste it again because I think we were kind of underwhelmed. Where is it? Oh, no, it's pretty good. It's called Janine's Heart. New release from Bunny Hop Seeds, bred by Timothy T. The last one I had was kind of little. This is a nice size one. They're not all hearts on the plant. I don't really care much about that. But it's split and oozy, so I thought I would retaste it with you guys. And I have written down that I wanted to retest because it was tangy and a little bit watery. We don't want watery, so let's taste it again. Sure is pretty though, huh? Look at those colors. Ooh, that's beautiful. Very nice. Lots of seeds and goo. Look at that. Definitely better than our last taste. By the way, the cross on this is Everett's Rusty Oxheart and Indian Stripe. So 2 really good tomatoes in that cross. I'll taste it again. It's good. Um, it's got good flavor. Why am I hesitating? I would probably say it's a good solid 7 out of 10. Like, I would say it's good. It's got good flavor. It's not completely knocking my socks off at the moment, um, but it's got potential, and it sure is pretty. And I love all the seeds and goo. Yeah, it's a good tomato. It's a good tomato. Not one that makes me go, ooh. By the way, a couple of you on the show last week after I tasted that umami hybrid said you need to watch yourself. I think, Jess, if you're still here, I think you said you need to watch your face back on when you tasted that. And I did. I never watch myself back. I don't like to watch myself back, but I watched it. Rob and I watched it on our way to Cape May, as a matter of fact, and it was funny. You know, I'm out of paper towels, and I'm going to need more paper towels. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to need like a shower after this. All right, what's next? Kiwi mango. You know what? Let me check my email. I've been trying to email the people at Siskiyou Seeds, which is where kiwi mango comes from. I've now emailed them twice asking for information about this tomato, and nobody ever gets back to me, and they still haven't. Okay, so here's all I know. I got it from Siskiyou Seeds. They say we fell in love with this gorgeous variety in our farm trials in 2025 for its distinctive 7 to 10 ounce fruits that are marbled green and gold with a tangy, sweet, fruity flavor that is remarkably distinctive. Indeterminate vines benefit from trellising to support the strong yield of heavy fruit. They scored in the top 10 of our taste tests, fairly disease resistant in our experience. For me, it's a dwarf, or at least a very compact variety. It's quite short so far, although I don't see it getting any taller, honestly. Oh, sorry, people are asking how to get your free shirts. Let me say it again for those of you just joining in. Happy birthday to Inspired Garden Life. Happy second anniversary. All you need to do to get your free t-shirt from them is to email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. They'll send you a link to fill out a short tomato survey, and then they'll send you a code to get your free shirt. It's awesome sauce. And also giving away some seed prizes from Olivia Lai and Teresa Begin, so make sure you guys type in #tomato also. Okay, so kiwi mango, that's all I know about kiwi mango. Plant isn't hugely productive. I've got a bigger one upstairs that I want to wait to taste with Rob, but they are pretty. But yeah, right now my plant is standing at about 36 inches tall or 90 centimeters, and it's not going to get any taller, not much taller anyway. And I want to know more about the tomato, where it came from. Ooh, it's pretty. I'm sure we all do. Even prettier. Please be good, please be good, please be good. I don't think so. Yeah, it's not doing it for me. Not this one anyway. Very sour, not much sweetness at all. I'm not sure. Yeah. Forgot my fractometer's not working. I wouldn't think it's got a very high Brix at all. Yeah. I'm hoping another tomato may taste better because it sure is pretty. And you know, it's not known, so I love sharing seeds for things that aren't known and getting them out there, but it's not a very good tomato for me at all. But I have a bigger one upstairs and maybe second taste will be better, but I would say for now it's thumbs down. Okay. It does look amazing. I'm hoping tomato to in future tastes better. And just here talking amongst ourselves. And Jess said, yeah, I think I said that about golden ivory datarino, but it was also very true. Oh, Mom, and I think it would be easy to tell which are the standouts for you from just your face on the tasting. Well, I'm glad you guys know I'm honest. I never, I don't have a poker face when it comes to tomatoes at all. I haven't tried naked kiwi, honestly, because it's got so much antho on it. It looks dreadful. It really is that good. I have seeds for it, but it's just so heavy antho that it just doesn't look like my thing, but maybe I should give it a try. It doesn't sound like a tomato I'd like. Yeah, well, again, I'm going to wait to do my review until I taste future fruits, but this one was not very good, unfortunately. But let's hope this one is. Uncle Albert's. We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. Another one that's split because I was away for the weekend and things were splitting. Pretty one from Russia. Russian site called Tomato says a strain that hits the spot without barging in, without being pushy, without trying to prove how and why it's so good. It simply, silently, and delicately made you fall in love with it. A mid-early, medium-sized, indeterminate variety. It's regularly foliaged for me. It's got a good amount of fruit on it. They say it's a 5-star rating. Wings were so good, right? Let's take a look at the inside of this baby. Pretty. Not like that, but I am cutting it the other way too. That's a little better. Anybody else growing Uncle Albert's? Ooh. Now we're talking. Maybe I can quickly charge my refractometer while we're here. Yeah, that's tasty. See, for me, that hits all the... Ooh, I forgot to do our trivia test. Trivia question. It hits all the notes for me. It's got sweet. It's got tangy. Full-bodied. That's a good tomato. I really, really like that. All right. Let's do our trivia question. There's 2 trivia questions, which I thought was appropriate, and we're almost done, too. Yeah, there's only one more after this. Oh, well, better late than never. So you guys ready? It's a bit of a different question. When you bite into a tomato, approximately what percentage of its flavor actually comes from your sense of smell rather than your taste buds? A, 25%, B, 50%, C, 70%, or D, 80%? Type in the letter in the comments. You don't win anything, just bragging rights. When you bite into a tomato, what percentage of its flavor actually comes from your sense of smell rather than your taste buds? 25%, 50%, 70%, or 80%? Everybody got their answers in? %80 is the correct answer. Your tongue can only detect the 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. The hundreds of aroma compounds released as you chew travel up the back of your throat to your nose, and that's called retronasal olfaction, creating most of what you recognize as tomato flavor. So let's see who was the fastest. Terry was number 1. And Kelly, Melissa, Irene, Mary, Jess, and Linda rounding out the top, 7? Congratulations. All right, you ready for the next question? This is kind of a follow-up. Roughly how many aroma compounds have been identified in tomatoes? A, about 20, B, about 75, C, about 400, or D, 2,000 or above? How many aroma compounds have been identified in tomatoes? I love these trivia questions, don't you guys? And believe you me, I'm looking these up like I don't know these myself. Well, not some of them. Like I actually put in, like I knew the type of question I wanted to ask today, but I didn't know the actual answer. So it's not like I'm saying, give me a question and give me answers. I know what I want to ask, but I don't necessarily know the answers to these prior. All right, we ready? Roughly how many aroma compounds have been identified in tomatoes? About 400. Fun fact, only about 15 to 30 of those compounds have the biggest impact on the characteristic flavor of a tomato. Plant breeders are increasingly selecting for these volatile compounds because they're just as important as sugar and acid. Let's see who was fastest on those. Terry, you were number 1 again. Malachi, Jen, Andrea, Dancing Vita, Greg, Becca, and Pretty. Nice job, everybody. I'm glad I remembered those. I was so excited for those questions, and I thought it was great for a show that's like mainly me tasting. And we've got one more. You guys ready for one more tomato? I'm going to say it again just for those. We've got 126 live viewers, which is pretty good for the summer. Usually I go down to around 100 live viewers in the summer. So glad to see everybody here. If you're just tuning in, this is a joint celebration. Inspired Garden Life is celebrating their 2-year anniversary. Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, we celebrated 3 years back last month. So we're doing this joint collaboration. And to celebrate Inspired Garden Life, Tim and Darylyn are giving away a free t-shirt to every single person if you fill out a short tomato survey. So in order to do that, you can email them, support@inspiredgardenlife.com. They're going to send you a short tomato survey, complete it, and receive your free t-shirt gift code. And the surveys are to help them plan for new collections in the future. They love to hear our garden stories and all of that. Tim is always telling me how important all the information we give them is. So as much as we love them, it sounds like they love us too. Look, are they not the cutest couple on the planet? I mean, come on. They're the cutest couple on the planet. They just are. nice people too. Okay. And also type in hashtag tomato gang. Teresa Begin and Olivia Lyer are giving away free seeds also. All right, we've got one last tomato to taste. I think I'm going to float away. I've got so much tomato water in me. So yeah, so getting back to Uncle Albert's, that's a good tomato. Let me taste it again. Very flavorful. I could see that one getting even better as the season goes on too. Yeah, I like that one. All right, last one. Another green. This is called George's Green. Not a lot of information out there about it. Tatiana's tomato base says indeterminate regular leaf plants, 6 to 8 ounce green fruit with yellow skin. My plant is crazy productive. Greenish yellow fruit, good flavor, good yield. First offered in Seed Savers 2000 yearbook by George Weiss of North Babylon, New York. Let's take a look. Hoping for another great green. I'm always looking for great greens. You can see it. Obviously, this has yellow epidermis, which is what gives it a little bit of an amber color. Interesting pockets of seeds and goo here. Nope. Meh. I mean, when you compare it to like a malachite box or a malapine, it's kind of one note. It's kind of, there was something else similar I tasted today. It's just kind of one note. It's juicy. It's good. It's not a bad tomato. It's just not that 1-2 punch I love. That was kind of a girly 1-2 punch, wasn't it? 1-2. There we go. 1-2. What is this? It's okay. I'm hoping it gets better as the season goes on. Boy, this is a mess. I've got this maize green pineapple like cut up like Frankenstein here. What a mess. But lots of good tomatoes tasted today. And some honest reactions to some others. So I hope, oh, there's stems all over the place. I'm a hot mess even on a good day, but on a day like today, I'm a real hot mess. But I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Okay. So what did we taste today? Pretty in Pink, good. Lauren's Apricot, good. St. Patrick's Day, good. Hurricane Helene, very good. Color Boom, good. Pretty in Pink, did I say that already? Dwarf Striped Green Cloud was surprisingly good. Maize Green Pineapple doesn't count. We're not going to count that one. Casino, better than I thought. Still want to taste more, but I think a good sauce tomato. Rainbow Veselka, good. Janine's Heart, okay. Kiwi Mango, not for me, but hoping for better in the future. Uncle Albert's good. George's Green, not that good. So that's where we're at today. And again, I need like a little disclaimer underneath me. Take all of these with a grain of salt. It's only Lauren's opinions, only Lauren's taste buds. Take it with a grain of salt. And a lot of these were the first tomatoes, and sometimes the first tomatoes, well, maize green pineapple was a first. Kiwi mango was a first, too. So was Uncle Albert's. But when I do my detailed reviews and put them on Instagram and in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, you can trust that I will have tasted more of the tomato to give a more well-rounded review. So that's where we're at. Again, Hurricane Helene back in stock at Kids Seed Company. They're also now stocking Hazel Creek and even my Banana Noir now, along with some other things. So check them out at kidseedcompany.com, seedco.com. We love them. Thank you to Tim and Darylyn from Inspired Garden Life. Hope you all submit the survey, and you can check them out, inspiregardenlife.com, and always get 20% off with TLC 20. Let's give away some prizes. Prize time, prize time. Let's reset the giveaway tool. Okay, seed prizes. First is from Olivia Lai. If you win, please contact Olivia. Where's her little... She's got a permanent thing here. She's giving away today for one lucky winner, Crimson Sunset, Chinook, Chocolate Beefsteak, Captain Lucky, Cherokee Tiger Black, Cossack Russian, Early Black, Wild Time Purple, Cowboy, and DB Cooper. Very, very generous. Thank you, Olivia, as always. This goes to... If you missed the beginning of the episode, there's been a groundhog visiting me at these windows. Congratulations, Erin. You're the proud winner of Olivia's seeds. You can reach out to her. Congratulations. I can't believe this groundhog's been visiting me at these windows during the show. That's crazy. There's days I'm down here because I work and do my writing down here. I've never had that happen in my life, and it happens during the show. And why was one there and one there? Were they the same groundhog? Were they different? I'm going to have to go investigate. Okay, next one. We've got two from Teresa Begin. Thank you, Teresa. I'm just going to put her name up here so you guys can... oops, I meant to make that a ticker. If you win these, you can contact Teresa. And for two people, Taiga, Vorlon, Shake the Disease, Mariana's Praise, and Berkeley Pink Tie-Dye Heart. Thank you, Teresa. And first winner of that just love tomatoes. Erin, you need to play the lottery. I need to draw again, but you should play the lottery. That's pretty good to win twice. Let's redraw. That's crazy. With like 125 live viewers. That's pretty crazy. It drew you twice. One XRX, congratulations. You can please private message Teresa, and she'll hook you up with those seeds. And second winner, really like these pretty in pink. Good one. Good to you. Congratulations, good to you. Congratulations to you all, and thank you again, Olivia and Teresa. And I just want to say one more time, I know I'm like a broken record. Thank you to Tim and Darylyn. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary. Ooh, that's not it. And thank you for offering this for our group. That's not it either. Here we go. Email them at support@inspiredgardenlife.com. Take their survey. You'll get a code for a free t-shirt. They're incredibly generous people and really nice people too. And it's an honor to be their friend and to collaborate these past couple of years. And I can't wait to see what the future holds and what ideas you guys all come up with for their new TLC t-shirt collection. Thank you all for watching. I have such fun with you all every single week. And again, you know, join our group. I promise there'll be no more disease talk. It was really just an informative post. There's no more drama in TLC. So I hopefully you take it all and know where it was coming from, the post that I put up yesterday. And I will see you next time. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on. Oh, wait, tomorrow with Craig. Don't forget. Tomorrow, Tomato Talk Live with Jen and I. Craig will be on 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And this Sunday, you West Coasters, go to the Tomato Tasting and Seed Swap, the TLC West Coast run by Jen and Jamie. For those of you going, I wish you all tons of fun. And for everybody else, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes. Bye, everybody.